Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. The Bitcoin dipped and we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. At Vacation Genie, we believe digital currencies are meant to do more than just sit in your wallet. They're meant to take you places. We want to help you step into the future of cryptocurrency spending, as travel is one of the top categories for spending your crypto. It provides you with the best ROI, lasting memories. Make sure to check out Vacation Genie today. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Tuesday. Oh my gosh, my voice just crackled. My bad. Good morning, everybody. We have a lot to discuss today. Boy, oh freaking boy. For our spotlight today, we actually have 3 crypto ETFs that are live. HBAR, I believe Litecoin, and I'm missing one more. Off the top of my own noggin. Wait, HBAR, Solana, and Litecoin. That's what we got. We're going to discuss those. We also have the S&P kind of coming after Sailor and Strategy. We also have the Donny T administration getting after it. There's a lot of debates in Washington right now. We're going to get down to that too. Also, the Donny T family's American Bitcoin and Strategy did add to their stack. We have some Ethereum news with Tom Lee and his company Bitminer. We also have Coinbase and Citibank doing some collaborations with one another as well. We also have some Ripple news. There might be an XRP treasury publicly traded coming our way. So guys, if you're ready for the Zest, the news, the education, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal of 24,250. Let's get that 13 more and get after it this morning. Oh boy, oh freaking boy. Oh boy, we have a lot to chat about today, and I'm so excited. I'm always so excited. Good morning, everyone. Say good morning to me as I say good morning to you, and check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show, including Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off, and then head over to Vacation Genie and book your cruise with crypto. We love Vacation Genie so darn much. Hello, Casper, over there on Rumble. I see you. All right, let's do it. We got Brian. Good morning. Nice to see you. Silver Days is here. Mike Volmer, the Mod King, he changed his name to. That's actually fire. I didn't see that. I was wondering what Brian was talking about. Now I know. We got Silverback. Nice to see you. Mama Shadow, Sun Backup. Jesse's all over the place. David Bulls is here. Nice to see ya. Oh my gosh. I swear these handles are really throwing me off on YouTube right now. Mike Altman. Nice to see you. Always good to see you as always. Thank you to Black Hat. Wow, what is going on? Who else we got? We got Joe Harvey. We got Mike Mazzone on X. Good morning. I think that's Bobby F. Dave P is here. Honda Man M2. Nice to see ya. Welcome. Mr. Flex is here. Welcome. John Legend has his emojis out. Ian F is here. Holy shoot, y'all are really chatting it up. Curtis Hill is here. We love Curtis Hill. Curtis Hill is always so encouraging. We have a Tom in the chat. I see a T on his username. Oron. Good morning, Ken. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Team JFK is here. It's been a while since I've seen you. Carl. Me and Cade make a cute couple. Well, thank you for the love. But yeah, we love Cade. Shout out to Cade. Cade is great. I was on Wolf Bitcoin's podcast yesterday. For those of y'all that caught it, thank you for all of you that did show up. We absolutely love Cade. We're friends. But Cade is a great person, and I love the Wolf Boys. They're absolutely great people. We got Hugo, hello, nice to see you. We got Otto, cough in the chat. Good morning. All right, yes, Curtis Hill loves the faith. Yeah, a big thing in my life recently has been faith, and just keeping on with that faith. Hello, Gentle. Hello, everyone on TikTok. Again, it's hard for me to see your comments because the text is so itty-bitty-witty. But if you go to YouTube, I will see your comments. Magic, good morning. Nice to see you. Alex Kaimana's in chat. All right. Let's get down to the nitty-gritties. We have Donnie T token pumping 17%. I haven't seen a headline on that. I'm actually going to go make sure I'm not missing anything. Trump coin news. Oh, yeah. It's because, okay, this has nothing to do with it. All right. Well, I think it's because of the trade deal. So there's nothing specifically going on with Trump coin that I missed. I was about to be a little upset. H bar's up 17% because we have the ETS. We'll dive into that for our spotlight. So keep calm, huddle on. We'll get there. CoAI is down about 25%, looking like our biggest loser today. Looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoins well, yeah, she's our queen. I'll say it. Bitcoins are queen. And I love Bitcoin so much. Now, we do want to make sure we're sitting above this 200-day SMA. The 200-day SMA is exactly on our level to watch of 109. That's our bearish scenario below that 112. Obviously, we want to hold support above 112 and go towards that 117. 117.5 is really the golden zone that's going to push us to that 120 plus. And I really hope that if we do tap that 117.5, either we have a really nice support held there for a few days or we just catapult to new all-time highs. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready for 150K Bitcoin. People don't think it's going to happen. Absolutely, I do think it's going to happen. Obviously, maybe not when we think it is, but eventually it will. And so we have the momentum that is shooting for the stars right now. Absolutely love this momentum on Market Cipher. We are up 1.18% today on Bitcoin. Money flow is coming through. VWAP is a little bit down, but we are still bullish, so let's stick with it. We also have the RSI that is bullish, and to that I say a quiet and nice. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. You gotta pump it up. Gotta pump it up. Don't you know? Don't you? Anyway, we do have breaking news headlines. I'm not dancing on my podcast. I'm not absolutely losing my mind with Piano Maddie B giving us a sound check. The sound check. Baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yourself? I'm crazy. Okay, let's do a podcast here. We have breaking news headlines. We're gonna start internationally. You know the drill. If you take part in the London Stock Exchange, where there is a crypto exchange or crypto staking company, a crypto staking company that is looking to list on the London Stock Exchange. So if you guys are part of that community, which we have a lot of Europeans here, let's get into it. All right, we have crypto staking company KR1 planning to list on the London Stock Exchange, the LSE, in a sign of warming sentiment toward the crypto industry in the UK. In an interview, co-founder Kjeld van Streven described the move scheduled for next month as a starter gun for crypto firms, the Isle of Man-based companies currently listed on the small cap a key exchange. So they wouldn't be the first crypto company on the main board. The most prominent is Argo Blockchain, but the Bitcoin miner plans to delist in December once a court approves its restructuring plans. There's also a digital asset treasury company such as London BTC Co. and Panther Metals, whose crypto involvement is based on buying and holding digital assets. But they are saying that the regulatory environment in the UK is becoming more open to crypto company, and that the FCA hired a lot of people internally and they put a lot of resources into the asset class. So very interesting, especially, again, you know, the European Central Bank, the president of the European Central Bank, Christine Lagarde, she's an evil witch, and she really does not like anything that has to do with freedom, especially Bitcoin and crypto. But, of course, what is her underlying goal? CBDCs. And so just keep that in mind. But I mean, listen, if they want companies to make money, if they want the economy to keep going globally, all these governments are going to have to get into crypto some way, shape, or form. So obviously, going through trad markets is probably the way they're going to do it. Right, Ashley, over there with the little gifts on TikTok. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now, there wasn't like a lot of crazy international news today, so we're going to step back into the US, boys and girls, and we're going to talk about prediction markets called Kalshi. We're also going to talk about Polymarket. Guys, do you like Polymarket? Do you like Kalshi? I'm actually very interested to see what you say, because I personally mess with Polymarket. I love Polymarket. I love Kalshi. I love the fact that, you know, there are things that people are gambling on every day, probably within their group chats, but now we can see live odds over on Polymarket and on Kalshi. And it turns out to be a lot of the time, people are correct about the outcome of certain things. Now, for example, my friends and I on Tuesday nights, we like to watch Dancing with the Stars. We're watching Dancing with the Stars. We're giving our own scores. We're like, oh, the judges are going to give them an 8. They're going to give them a 9. Like, it's a nice little game that we play with each other. But imagine we were able to go on Polymarket or Kalshi and see who was going to get eliminated for Dancing with the Stars this week. I think that is such a banger of a time. And my friends, they actually really do like to go on Hard Rock. They like, because in Florida, there's not a lot of gambling sites. So they like to go on Hard Rock. In other states, I know a lot of people like the FanDuels, and they like to just place little bets. Maybe this will happen, maybe it won't. And I definitely think that this is valid. I mean, why else would people be able to gamble their lives away on sports, but they can't do prediction markets? I think that there's a lot of double standards there. And even prediction market Kalshi, speaking of Kalshi, they're suing a New York regulator over a New York ban. And like, New York just is horrible to begin with. So I don't know why anyone's surprised by New York, but I think they're valid in this, and I hope they win. So if you guys are a fan of predictions markets, please let me know. Put a 1 or a yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Are you a fan? We have Rogerio in the chat saying he's from Brazil. And good morning. Well, hello from the bright and shiny USA. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you very, very darn much. I appreciate you very darn much. All right, let's continue. Let's continue on our way. Let's talk about Kalshi in New York. Prediction market Kalshi filed a federal lawsuit against the New York State Gaming Commission, arguing that the state's attempt to shut down certain event-based contracts violates federal law. In a complaint filed on Monday in the Southern District of New York, Kalshi asked the court to block New York officials from enforcing state gambling laws that the company said doesn't apply to their operations. They're registered with the CFTC as a designated contract market, DCM, which gives it the federal right to list and clear derivatives tied to real-world events, including sports outcomes, it says in the filings. Now, this dispute centers on Kalshi's recent offering of sports event contracts, which the company self-certified with the CFTC earlier this year. It would allow users to take opposing financial positions on whether a team will win or advance in a tournament, among other outcomes. Now, of course, New York regulators are coming in saying that these activities constitute illegal sports wagering under state law and has threatened fines and enforcement actions. But Kalshi's basically saying that's not it, and they're trapped between a rock and a hard place, and that if they don't comply, there's a civil and criminal liability, but if it does comply, it would incur substantial economic and reputational harm, as well as the potential existential threat of the CFTC taking action against it for violating the CFTC's core principles. So they're trying to seek emergency relief, have New York stop the madness. And honestly, like, this is the double standard that we really have, where on the federal level, to a degree, you could say, we have the rules of the road, but then you have the states like New York that are liberal and that are not nice, and they want to come after people for absolutely no reason, and they want to just rain on your parade. Look at what they did to crypto. You need a bit license. You have to get a bit license. But is it easy to get a bit license? No. Is this impacting New Yorkers and the markets? Yes, because that's less people that get access to an exchange, and thus there's less liquidity in the market. So I would say it's almost manipulation to a degree. And so that's my little 2 sats on the whole thing. My little 2 sats. But I definitely am rooting for Kalshi, and I hope they win this thing. So shout out to them. Yeah, New York is horrible. An L, a fat L for New York. Does it look like an L for you? Yes, because this is inverted. L. I feel like such a loser. Loser. Has anyone done that? They put the L to their head. They're like, loser. I would love to know. Did you guys do that? If you did that, put a one or a yes emoji. Don't lie. Don't lie. If you ever did it, put it in the chat. Have you ever put the L on your forehead? Loser. How am I doing? Long time no see. Hello, Crypto Gem Hunter. So nice to see ya. Welcome. It's been a while since we have seen each other. Tune in more often, my friend. We miss ya. All right, let's keep going. We do have some drama. Oh, I don't even know where to start. There's so many things going on. I get so excited. Oh boy. Okay, you know what? I don't even know where to start. I'm way too excited. I love breaking news headlines. Let's actually go. Okay. You know what? Let's go to Wall Street. We can go to Wall Street since we're speaking about New York and everything. Wall Street Bank City is teaming with Coinbase, collaborating on some new projects, specifically, of course, digital asset payments, which we know that the banks basically want to take over crypto. They're, of course, going to want to intertwine with things like Coinbase, because Coinbase is pretty much like, I don't know, they're probably the most dominant in the US because of the money and all of that sort of things. You already know. Though, again, we can look back at Citibank and look at what they've been doing the past few years, which under the covers, they've been doing a lot of deposit tokens. They're a lot, which is basically a glorified internal CBDC for the banks. And so I'm not a fan of what they're doing with that, because why do we need deposit tokens when we could literally just use stable coins, and a stable coin that's not just for the banks? Because what the banks want to do with these deposit tokens is keep it closed circuit. And so that's not what we're trying to do. That is not objective. Did she just get and lose a Jersey accent in 5 seconds? I don't know if I'm losing my accent or not. I don't know, but it is what it is. Now, Wall Street giant Citi and Coinbase are teaming up to develop digital asset payment services for the bank's institutional clients, aiming to bridge trad and crypto finance. Now, the initial phase will be focusing on streamlining fiat pay-ins and payouts, supporting Coinbase's on and off ramps, and improving payment orchestration. Ooh, I have a thought on this too. I have to let it out. So what I'm thinking when they talk about digital payments, what my mind immediately goes to is like, what is it called? Bit refill, something like that, where you can go and get your payments or your paychecks in crypto. Even Coinbase, I think, offers this service. I'm not sure if they still offer it now, but what we see with that is that I would want to get, like, if I was working regular 9 to 5, I got my paycheck every month or every week, depending on when you get paid, whatever, I would definitely be using that to DCA. I'd be putting 10, 20% of my checks into Bitcoin and crypto. Like, that is the ultimate way. So when I see like crypto payments like that, maybe, okay, your check comes to the bank and then it kind of gets sent to Coinbase, part of your check, whether how much you allocate of it, 10 or 20%, and then it gives you access to DCA. I think that's a great collaboration between banks and crypto. Offer us a way to DCA and diversify our investments. Because even if you go on your banking app, most likely they're going to ask you like, hey, do you want to invest in this? Should you be investing in this? Like, come to our bank. Let's give you a financial advisor, all of that things, all those sort of things. So I think that's definitely a way that they can collaborate, even though Coinbase basically already has that service. Now, future initiatives may include exploring alternative fiat to stablecoin payout methods and expanding 24/7 access to Citi clients. Which, again, what if we were just like, instead of the magical fake dollars that are in our bank account, what if there was a way to verify that our money is actually our money, it's actually in our account? Because again, you can see blockchain payments, you can see blockchain transactions. Okay, it was sent from this address, my employer, to me, and then part of that goes into Bitcoin. That's literally the way it should be going, because I don't like the idea of a closed circuit operation. Now, Citi's head of payment and services said the partnership aligns with their network of network strategy across 94 markets. They want to extend their push into 24/7 digital money solutions, building on offerings like Citi Token and USD clearing. Now, they plan to offer crypto custody services in 2026 for Citibank, which is why I'm saying that they are going to try to probably get into the whole payroll thing. I'm telling you. Hello, Lord Meeks. We love Lord Meeks on TikTok. He's so cool. He follows all of my accounts. All right. Yes, direct deposit to Coinbase. Zelle is going to allow crypto? I mean, probably. I mean, if they don't, that's kind of foolish almost to a degree. Why wouldn't they? Thank you, Crypto Face, for Market Cipher. I agree. Thank you, CF. Thank you. The accent's still here. Are we good? Are we good? Did I lose my Brooklyn already? Did I lose my Brooklyn? Yeah. I actually, someone told me the other day, I'm rubbing off on my friends because my friend was like, today I was talking to my boyfriend and I said office. And I was like how I say office. And she was like, mind blown. And I was like, I'm getting you. I love it. All right, let's keep going. We're going to talk about treasuries and things of that nature because why not? We have things to chat about. We have Ripple. If you guys love XRP, YouTube algorithm, as you're trying to take away my viewers, go ahead and let them know we're talking about XRP and Ripple. XRP Ripple. Because all of a sudden, like, when you freaking talk about XRP Ripple, the YouTube algo goes from freaking dead. You're like, please CPR. And then all of a sudden, YouTube wakes up when you hear XRP Ripple. Look. The viewers are actually going up. It's crazy. It's actually wild. Let's talk about XRP Ripple. There is a Ripple-backed company that is looking to go public with an XRP treasury. This is absolutely huge. And if you are bullish on XRP, put XRP emojis in the chat. Let's go. Evernorth Holdings, a new Ripple-backed digital asset company, has reportedly amassed $1 billion worth of XRP, which we were chatting about a few days ago. Now, as of Monday, Evernorth's XRP holdings totaled 388.7 million tokens, according to data from digital asset analytics platform CryptoQuant. With XRP trading above $2.60 at the time of publication, their XRP holdings have surpassed the $1 billion mark, a significant milestone in XRP accumulation that came days after their official debut on October 20th, so just about a week ago. You see how YouTube, I gotta pause, because you see how YouTube just took us out like that? Basically cut us in half. Classy YouTube. Let's become members of the channel, guys. Let's show YouTube that we don't care about their algorithm, and we're literally just gonna put all of our emojis in the chat. We're gonna put rocket emojis in the chat. Let's wake up the chat. Let's get active, okay? Let's get active in the chat. I need to see raids of emojis. Now, with their $1 billion of XRP in the treasury, they're moving closer to launching a publicly traded XRP vehicle on NASDAQ under the ticker or symbol XRPN. And this guy, their CEO, is a 12-year Ripple veteran, and he stepped down from the company's board of directors to take on the role of CEO and chair of the board at Evernorth. And so this is major, and they're basically saying XRP is the future. Said for the first time, XRP has clear regulatory standing in the U.S., opening the door for large-scale adoption. Evernorth is positioned to be that trusted, transparent bridge to the public markets. So big things going on here for XRP and Ripple. So if we go take a look at XRP price as of right now, at $2.60, they were over that $1 billion mark. Now they're way over that $1 billion mark. We're at $2.65. We're up 0.92%. Here's the thing though, XRP really got to worry about that 200-day SMA that's at our critical level of 260. Technically, 261 is where the 200-day SMA is, but still the same. So I would look to hold support at that 260. Bullishly, look at $3. That is your psychological level. Again, you reject it. Maybe you find support where we kind of held over here, 230. Maybe we go down to that 183. If we go below that $2 mark, people are going to scream. Now, we also have a green dot printed, boosting that momentum. Money flow is about to turn to green, so that is bullish. We do want that VWAP to continue going up instead of pulling back the way it is. And then we have the RSI that made a major push. We are now bullish. Seeing some nice moves. Shout out to David Lee becoming a member of the Zesty Fam. Thank you. This is the way, I can confirm. This is the way. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Oh yeah, turn it up, turn it up. All right. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's continue. We have, besides the ETH treasury, we're going to talk about BitMine. What happened to my thingy? Okay, there we go. So Tom Lee's BitMine, we know that they are buying a lot of Ethereum, stacking it to the highest of degrees, adding another $320 million worth of ETH. Yes, I'm so serious. I'm actually so serious. BitMine Immersion Tech, the Ethereum-centric digital asset treasury firm led by Tom Lee, said they bought another 77,055 ETH. That is worth about $320 million as of yesterday. What? Here are the numbers for you. The company's stack is over 3.31 million ETH, about 2.8% of the total ETH supply. What? They hold over $14.2 billion in combined assets, whether that's crypto, specifically Bitcoin and ETH, or cash. That's a fat stack of cash, dude. Like, imagine physically seeing $14 billion. It would probably fill up my whole apartment. I'm not going to lie. It would fill up my whole apartment. That's a lot of freaking money, yo. That's a lot of money. And so Ethereum, for them to own, guys, 2.8% of ETH supply, is that only mind-blowing to me? Am I completely delulu? Is my brain absolutely fried? Is my noodle cooked? Is no one else feeling this the way I'm feeling it? I can't believe over 2.8% of the ETH supply. Guys, they're going to own 5% of the ETH supply within a few months. That with the way this is going, ETH is only $4,100. Let's actually dive into ETH price, okay? Because I've been saying this for a minute that BitMine, Tom Lee's company, could end up being the biggest winner, bigger than Strategy, just because of how much more room ETH has to appreciate. I think Bitcoin could easily do a 10x in the next 10 years, 100%. But imagine how far ETH can go. Think about it. All these money market funds are using ETH, and layer 2's on ETH. Again, going eventually back to ETH. It all goes back to ETH at the end of the day. No one mind blown except for me. And listen, people really don't talk about how ETH has an unlimited supply, but it's probably because the issuance isn't a dramatic amount where there's millions and millions, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, this is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Now, $4,161 is where ETH is at. We're up 1%. We want to push for this golden zone of 4,200. Boom. We want to go to $4,800 ETH. That is our highest daily candle close. Now, we also want to hold above 3,900. I really don't want to go below $4,000 ETH because, again, my heart is very warm and fluffy above $4,000 ETH. Green dot printed, pulling up that momentum. We do have the money flow that is increasing. That's bullish. Although the VWAP is pulling back on not just ETH, but a few things we've looked at already today. Looking over here at the RSI, we are bullish and we're looking good. We're looking snazzy. I will say that we are looking hella good today, guys. We are looking so good. I'm feeling good. I got coffee running through my veins right now. I have my hair that's the size of freaking Texas. We're getting places, guys. We're getting places. And so is Donnie T Family American Bitcoin, a Bitcoin mining company. They're stacking Bitcoin as well. So is Strategy. Here are the latest stats for you. Now, American Bitcoin announced the purchase of 1,414 Bitcoin, bringing their total holdings to 3,865 Bitcoin. They also introduced a new Satoshis per share metric, SPS, offering shareholders clear insight into their indirect Bitcoin exposure through equity ownership. Now, Strategy also disclosed the acquisition of 390 Bitcoin for $43.4 million yesterday, which we discussed briefly, bringing their total hodlings to 640,808 Bitcoin, worth roughly $71 billion at current prices. Sailor's going to own the world. Sailor's Strategy, they're going to buy the world. They're probably going to buy a country one day and just use it as a mining facility. That's where we're going. That's where we're going. And speaking of Sailor, speaking of Strategy, they're the first Bitcoin company to get a credit rating or a rating by a major credit agency. This might have upset some people because their rating was not what people thought it was going to be. Literally, because it was a B. Get it? They didn't know what it was going to be, and it was a B. Do you? I'll quit. It's fine. You know what? Did you miss me? Did y'all miss me? Okay, no, that's fine. That's totally cool. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Let's talk about strategy. Strategy received a B rating from the S&P Global on Monday. This reflects the S&P's view that the company's business model centered mostly around holding Bitcoin carries significant financial risk. Oh! Carrying significant financial risk despite its a large market cap and strong capital markets access. Now, the lowest investment grade on S&P's scale is BBB, making Strategies B, rating solidly in non-investment grade territory, otherwise known as junk bonds. They called him trash, yo. They said strategy is garbage. It's horrible. No! Well, let's not be dramatic, though. Let's actually look at what this means. Because a B rating means speculative credit quality with increased default risk. A B would thus mean a bit more speculative, a bit more increased default risk, but not as bad as CCC, which means very low credit quality with a high risk of default. So, basically, that strategy is basically on, running on Bitcoin at this point. And so they have a lot of outstanding convertible debt, about $15 billion of outstanding convertible debt. And so they also flag the S&P what they call a currency mismatch. And so they say that while most of their assets are in Bitcoin, their debts and dividend obligations are in dollars, meaning that strategy could face pressure to sell Bitcoin, possibly at a loss if they can't raise new capital in a downturn. And so S&P is like, oh my gosh, if Bitcoin crashes and strategy's wiped out. I just really don't think that strategy could get wiped out the way it is. I really don't think so. But we'll see. That is the latest on strategy and Sailor. If you love strategy, love Michael Saylor, you love him, then put some B's in the chat, so put some Bitcoins in there. Put some Bitcoins. We need dad jokes. I guess they're dad jokes. I'm just not a man. Maybe they could be like mama jokes, but then people are going to be like, it's a yo mama joke. So that's not good. We got to figure this out. In addition, as we are trying to battle the you and the tubes right now because they're trying to take us out, please smash the like, subscribe, and share. Pump it up. Put rocket emojis if you're bullish. All right, guys, we're going to talk about U.S. lawmakers that are coming after Donnie T. Put Donnie T emojis actually in the chat. Forget the Bitcoins. Put Donnie T emojis out here. They're trying to stop Donnie T and his family from promoting crypto and stock trading, which yes and no, because stable coins and Bitcoin are going to be the way. It's how we're going to transact. So if we prevent the president or other people from using these assets, that's really defeating the purpose. And so I think if they're going to create legislation like this, they really need to be downright specific in what they're talking about. Now, a U.S. lawmaker is seeking to ban Donnie T, his family, and members of Congress from trading crypto or stocks, and Rep. Ro Khanna, a Dem rep from California's 17th Congressional District and vice chair of Congressional Progressive Caucus, used an appearance on MSNBC to raise concerns about Donnie T's apparent conflict of interest with crypto via his son's crypto project, World Liberty Financial, alleging the recent pardoning of CZ Binance as a blatant piece of corruption, which I would like to step freaking back, maybe float in the darn air for a minute, because how are you telling me pardoning CZ was corruption when there's no proof he did anything wrong? One. And two, how can you say that when we got Nancy Pelosi and Liz Warren that get bribes and insider trade? Focus on them first. What are we talking about CZ Binance for? Why can't people stay objective? Why can't they just know what's best for the American people? Why don't they understand these darn freaking Dems on the left and even some people on the right, both sides? Why don't they understand that if you create crypto legislation, you are doing good for the people? Aren't you supposed to serve the people? But no, it's never about the people. It's about what's going on with Donnie T. What's going on with our agenda? Are you for real? Are you freaking for real? And then this guy goes, you've got a foreign billionaire who's basically engaged in money laundering. Hold the actual freaking word. Hold the front door. Literally go hold the door for me right now because I'm about to run out of there and go to Capitol darn Hill and fight these people with my words, not my fists. But still, there is no proof saying, oh, he allegedly did that, da-da-da-da. Where are the blockchain receipts? Last time I checked, and call me Delulu, call me downright insane and ignorant, but last time I checked, there's something called a blockchain explorer. Oh, shoot. And you know what? If Bitcoin was sent from place to place, hold on. You can find it. You can find it. Even CZ came after Liz Warren and was like, she can't get her facts straight because she cannot. Because she cannot. And hold on. You're going to come after CZ, Mr. Sir Rokana. Why don't we talk about Bank of America? Why don't we talk about TD Bank that we literally find October 2024, $3 billion because there was trafficking going through TD Bank because they weren't doing any AML. Where was their AML standards? Literally nowhere. Literally nowhere. Did any of the executives get named? Did any of them go to jail? Did any of them personally have their lives impacted? No. No, they did not. No, they did not. So all of these things that they're talking about right now, throw them out the actual window. Throw them out the window. Rokana, are you freaking serious, bud? Are you freaking serious? I wonder who's paying him. This is, you know what? This is what the real question is. Who's paying him? We know the American Bankers Association pays Liz Warren. Who pays Nancy Pelosi? Who's banking this Rokana? Who's banking him? I would like to know. If anyone could put some insight, who's backing him? He didn't even go into details about this proposal about how he's going to come after Donnie T and everyone. Come on. Come on. Nothing about this makes sense. Nothing about it makes sense. Fire emoji, Liz Warren emoji in the chat. Fire emoji, Liz Warren emoji in the chat because this is getting ridiculous. Look into the internal corruption first. Look at who the bankers are banking and what kind of madness ensues. Let's look about how there was a senator who literally accepted bribes in the form of mortgages, gold, cash. For what? To give our government secrets to the Egyptian government, of all things. Yet where are the headlines? Where was the persecution of this man? Why, or prosecution, that's the word. Why didn't we prosecute him? Why isn't he in jail? Why isn't this making headlines? Like SBF's been making headlines since freaking 2022. They still talk about FTX. Oh my gosh, FTX was so bad. So horrible. But who allowed it? Who allowed it? Maxine Waters posing with SBF like it was her freaking grandson. Gary Gensler having closed-door meetings with SBF. They're still talking about him, yet they don't talk about all these internal corruption. Like where, why, and what's going to happen. They will never tell you because it doesn't fit their narrative. It does not. If someone's corrupt in the government, oh, let's throw it out the window. We didn't see that. I'm freaking blind. Who said what? Who said what? They'll never freaking tell you the truth. Freaking never. This just disgusted me to a very high degree. I didn't plan on getting freaking spicy like that. I did not plan on getting spicy like that, but I had to. Yeah, you know what, M2? Row your boat gently down the stream. Freaking stream over to somewhere else that's out of freaking Washington, D.C. and out of your freaking state that you're coming after people in. Whereas he's from freaking California or whatever he's from. I don't even know. Yeah, California. He's from California. That makes freaking sense. Freaking, he could have said New York. It would have been the same thing. Ridiculous. Don't break my cute glasses. I'm raging against the machine right now. I'm raging against the machine. Should I stop raging against the machine? Should I stop? Should I just be compliant? Should I just be... Oh my gosh. I love Liz Warren. She really cares about women. She really cares about children. I love corruption. I love the banks. The banks are so amazing. Magical. TradFi. TradFi makes me feel so warm and so fluffy. I love TradFi. I love how Congress can insider trade stocks. Oh, I love it. Maybe my life would be easier. Maybe I'd have $1 million bazillion if I just be sold out to the trad bros. Maybe I'll just, you know what? I don't know. Maybe I'll just get lost in the sauce. I'll get lost in the sauce. Anyway, if you did say that, I'd be out like a light. Sorry, guys. I can't even laugh. It hurts to laugh. Guys, I went too crazy in the gym on Monday, and like yesterday, I couldn't even cough. I couldn't sneeze because my abs hurt so bad. I'm still feeling it, y'all. That really hurt. Ow. Okay, let's continue, y'all. I'm all right? All right. If I'm all right, then that's fine. Hello, S-Dog. Hello, everyone. Welcome. All right, I'll stop losing my mind now. Let's talk about our spotlight. And that's going to be our crypto ETFs that are live today. Let's do it. All right, guys, New York Stock Exchange listing three ETFs today. Solana, Litecoin, HBAR. Huge, as Donnie T says, Yajnas. Was that good? Let me know if that was on point. New York Stock Exchange posted listing notices on Monday for 4 new spot crypto ETFs, signaling they'll begin trading today, which is Tuesday. Now, this includes the Bitwise Solana Fund, Canary Capital Litecoin and HBAR Fund, and the Grayscale Solana Trust, the latter of which is scheduled to launch Wednesday, which again, I do see Eleanor Terrett saying the first ever Solana, Litecoin, and HBAR spot ETFs just open for trading. So I'm going to say this might be a little bit iffy. But again, these spot ETFs allow investors to gain exposure to the underlying assets without holding them directly, which means you're really not getting exposure. It's all fugazi. Why are you even doing that? Buy Bitcoin, buy Litecoin, buy HBAR, buy Solana from your exchange, and put it in your wallet, aka Cake Wallet, because it's open source and trustworthy. So this is big news for y'all. So if you're a fan of Solana, Litecoin, HBAR, then your ETFs are live. And so we are going to look at Litecoin price right now. Litecoin is at $100. We're going to look at all these coins that are associated with the ETF, see how they're doing based on the first day you trade in. Now, we do have $100 Litecoin, $100, 46 cents. We're battling the 200-day SMA that's literally 10 cents below us at $100, 37 cents. And we're up 1.16%. We want to hold $99, obviously push through the 200-day SMA, go to 108 and 104. I would even push it to 115 because if we pass the 200-day SMA for a week, that's really what I like to see when we test the 200-day SMA. Looking over here, oopsie doopsies. We're looking at market Cipher. Momentum is swinging. We got the VWAP that is doing good. Money flow is going up. We also have the RSI that is pumping right now, trying to hit that neutral and go bullish. So we might see some really good price action for Litecoin if all these signals continue going. Looking at what we were looking at next, Solana. Solana's $202 at the moment. And if you look, we were kind of holding support at our bearish level to watch. Why is this not lining up? There you go. Okay, so you could see like where our wick lows went, and the 200-day SMA was perfectly at that level of 173 at one point. Now it's at 178. Solana's at $202.55. We're up 1.95%. Ideally, you want to stay above 192. Bullish is 208, 209. Over here, we do have a green dot printed after a lot of Christmas tree action, is what I call it. But we do have a lot of dots printed, most recently a green one printed the other day on Thursday, almost a week ago, pushing up that momentum. We are bullish. Money flow is all right. We're chilling. We're still green. VWAP is chilling. RSI making that move. We are now bullish. This is really good, y'all. This is really good. And then what was our third one? It was H bar. So H bar. Oh, darn. Why are my lines glitched out? Oopsie. Sorry, y'all. I thought this was fixed. I thought I fixed this earlier today. I guess not. I guess my chart faked me out. Thanks, TradingView. Thanks, TradingView. We love you. Anyway, we do love TradingView in all seriousness. We do have 20-cent H-bar. We're up 9%. Again, battling this 200-day SMA. Wick high today of 22 cents. We really want to battle that 200-day SMA. That's at 0.203. Obviously, we had a little bit of a bounce here, pushing us through that 18 cents. So we want to hold to 18 cents, bullishly close above this 200-day SMA for a week. And we're looking at 27 cents as our ultimate bullish scenario. So we are up 9%. Hopefully, this ETF news takes us over that 200-day SMA, and we're all good, fine, and dandy from there. Let's go into coins to watch. Let's get our gainers, let's get our losers, and get after it. Oh, someone said they loved me on TikTok. Much love to you too, my friend. Thank you. Hello, Van on TikTok. Peace to you. All right, guys, gainers, losers. Leading our gainers is Donnie T token, Trump coin, up about 19%. H-bar up 13.5%. Bit Tensor up 9%. Meme Core up 6.7%. And Pump up 5.8%. Bearish levels to watch, or not bearish levels to watch, bearish coins to watch, our losers today. Leading the way is Humanity, down 14.5%. Zcash down 7% after its major run, so that is still okay. As you can see, we're still up 22% in the week. DEX-E is down 5%. We also have Dash down 4.7%, and MYX down 4.7% as well. Guys, please make sure you're continuing to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, we want to keep supporting this channel. We want to grow like a little darn weed in the fields. And so please make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Oh boy. Let's look at Dogecoin, y'all. I've been eyeing Dogecoin, the 20-cent Dogecoin, major psychological level for Doge. I'm hoping for the best for Dogecoin. 200-day SMA is right at our 20-cent level, so make sure you guys are watching out for that. Bullish is that 23.5, bearish is that 19 cents. We are up 0.5% for Dogecoin. We're looking good. We're looking snazzy, and I do like to see where we're at. Oh, hello, NJ Tech. Hello, Avidian in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Yes, there is a new Solana ETF that is live. We have H-bar. So hold on. I'll go back to it for you. Hold on. Where is it? So the Bitwise Solana Fund and the Grayscale Solana Trust. We also have the Canary Capital Litecoin and H-bar Fund. So that's what you got for our new ETFs today. And so if you guys are a fan of any of those tokens, any of those coins, then make sure you go and check out those ETFs, keep up with how they're doing. But it seems like everything is pretty much in the green today. We are looking good. Bitcoin is still holding 115K. We want to keep pushing for that 117.5, and hopefully all is well. That ends well. And it really will when you have Bitcoin. That's absolutely inevitable. And I love when people try to doubt us, friends. I feed off of that. It fuels my darn fire, right, Josh? Fuels my fire. When do I think the government shutdown will end? Whenever these freaking people get their act together, that's one. I'll tell you right now, I've been seeing no chemtrails since the government shut down. You tell me something. You tell me something about that. Also, Florida didn't get a hurricane this year. Bless up. And I will say, speaking of hurricanes, I do want to give my love to people that are in Jamaica right now. I love Jamaica. I love the culture. And I just was very upset when I saw what was happening in Jamaica. There is one of the strongest hurricanes to ever hit the island is hitting them right now. And so I just want to send love and blessings to everyone and everyone's family that may be impacted by all of that. So she said it, she knows. Listen, I try not to get too tinfoil hat on this show. I'll tell you that. Guys, can we get 10 more likes before we end the show? If you're here and you didn't hit the like, can you smash a like pretty please? Or else I'm going to have to get in your face. You want me to get in your face? Oh my word. You guys make me do this all the time. God. You make me do this all the time. Oh shoot. Let's get up close and personal, shall we? Let's get my coffee cup out the way. Let's have a conversation. So, have you, I don't know, smashed a like yet? Have you subscribed to the channel? Did you turn notifications on? Did you comment and say good morning to me and everybody in the chat? Ooh, so interesting. So interesting. I mean, I would like to kindly ask you, like kindly, from the bottom of my little heart, please, can y'all smash the likes? Smash the likes right now. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm absolutely wild. Please smash the likes. Smash the like, subscribe. Shout out to Silver over here with the $10 super chat. It's like a little backwards hat moment. He's like, yeah, I love that. That's the cutest one ever. I love that. So, did y'all smash the like? I think people left. I think they got scared. Oh my God, no. My TikTok mic is running. They're literally running away. Hello, Desmond. He loves me. Much love to you too. Thank you for the pumpkin latte. Who is that? Jane? Hello. Weechy woman. Listen, y'all are not going to expect my Halloween costume on Friday. Ooh, maybe should I have not said I have a Halloween costume? I don't have a Halloween costume at all. Don't expect anything out of me. Don't expect anything out of me on Friday. Not one darn thing. Don't expect a raid. Don't expect an outfit. Don't expect anything from me. That's it. Also, I am unhinged, Tony. It is what it is. We do have Crypto Princess that is live after this. She did not post a stream this morning when I was ready to redirect it, so I did redirect you to another podcast that I think she has scheduled for next week. Our lovely and splendid Black Hat did put in the chat the link to Crypto Princess's next live stream. So please go ahead and jump in there. Go support her. Thanks, Digi. Digi's always got our back. We love Digi. But yeah, guys, please make sure that you guys are here on Friday. I'm really trying to put like a lot of effort into Friday, and like it might be totally unnecessary. It really might be, but I got super excited. And yeah, please be here on Friday. I'm begging you. Be here on Friday. We're going to have such a good time. And I appreciate every single one of y'all. Please, if you haven't yet, please smash the like, subscribe, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. Maybe they don't know what, they probably don't want to know what's going on here because, oh
my God.
I'm a little bit nuts, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's get other people into the craziness, shall we? Have a beautiful day, my lovely people. Happy Tuesday. Grab a taco. Make yourself happy. And I hope you smile at someone today. Do something good for someone else. Do only good every day. Of course, Doge. Have a beautiful day. Smash the like, subscribe, share it out with friends. Go support Crypto Princess and every other woman in crypto. We need you guys more than ever. Have a splendid day. Happy Tuesday. And I will see you guys when I post a video in a little bit. Please make sure you like all my videos, okay? Bye. Mwah.